Hello, everybody. Cyanesk111 here, and welcome back to more Civilization VII. Last game, we checked out Simon Bolivar, and we did good economically in the Exploration Age, but despite that, we failed to earn an economic victory in the Modern Age. It's not a total loss, though, since it was what got me to learn more about the factory resources I've been confused about up until then. So now, I feel much more confident in my ability to make use of them to secure an economic victory. So, how about we try that again with a new leader? And speaking of which, I hope you're good at speaking like a pirate, because this time, we will be playing as Blackbeard himself, Edward Teach. Alright, so the mementos I'm gonna use are... Let's see what we got. Okay, Edward teaches militaristic economics, so I think what I should do is put in inscribed sling bullet. And for the second one, already got a tribute point for military. I think what I'm gonna do is the Travels of Marco Polo, for plus 50 gold for every 100 tiles explored by your units. Okay, we unlock all of this in the Exploration and Modern Ages. Let's see what he has to say.
Fix me deadlights, matey. We aim for plunder and profit, and give naught to king nor god.
Oh, he looks pretty scary. I better play my cards right with this guy. Now, for the Antiquity civilization, I am going to do Carthage. Because in all of the times that I've met Edward Teach in the Antiquity Age, he most commonly chose Carthage to rule over. We can only have one city. Towns cannot use Convert to City, which is unfortunate. We receive a second merchant or colonist each time you purchase or train one. I'm not sure what colonists are all about, but we will find out soon enough. And all the other information is right there if you want to pause and read it. Let us continue on. And we still got all these options to choose. I'm still going to do a huge map. I'm going to leave it on continents and islands and governor difficulty. Continuity will be left as well. No more hesitating. Let's go.
Admiral of the Black. You know well it is the name, not the gun, that is the deadliest bullet. And though you were born Edward Teach, it is the name Blackbeard that causes sailors to quail. Cast off now, as there are ships and caravans alike heavy with plunder. Prepare the Queen Anne's revenge again for war. There's booty to be had.
I'm looking closely at the leader abilities, and I've noticed that we gain the pirate ability for all naval units. We can allow them to cross the borders of other civilizations without them having to open their borders to us. That's going to be a pretty interesting thing to check out. And we can attack naval units of non-allied civilizations without declaring war. And also plunder trade routes from them too. I don't think they're going to be very happy about our abilities. But if it's what we got, it's what we got. First thing I want to do is found this city. The only city we can have as Phoenicia. Or Carthage, as it's called. Let's get our militaristic point here. Let's do 5 combat strength against independent powers and city-states. I don't know if it's important to fight as many independent powers as possible, or to befriend them as much as we can.
The Radiant.
I'm gonna assume it's not very important when we're playing as Carthage or Edward Teach. I can't automate exploration because right off the bat we got a campfire. I'll get my granary in here too. Right next to the city center. Or not a city center, a palace. Since that's the capital of our current civilization. A hunter has crafted an ingenious new portable trap. Techniques this elegant are sure to spread fast. I'm Edward Teach. I'm a pirate. I'm gonna go ahead and set some traps. Science and food. Check out this music, though. I can automate the exploration now. But check out this music. I'm guessing it has a... I'm guessing it has a lot of drums now because of our status as a pirate. But we're definitely gonna be called pirates in the Exploration Age, given that we now have the Republic of Pirates option unlocked by default.
I protect thee.
Chiefdom's complete. Do I want to do Wisdom of Tenet or Ship Sheds? I think I'm gonna do Ship Sheds first, because it'll get us a Kothon. And... let's do Despotism. One of its options is getting us increased production for infantry units, which I'm gonna need to plunder the other civilizations' cities.
The caged bird.
Are we actually on an island? Or... actually, looking at it now, it's actually the top of the map, given all these ice shelves above us. Yeah, I'm just gonna make Carthage large and wide, going from northwest to southeast. Oh, so a colonist is a Carthaginian unique settler. 1 embarked movement and 1 population if settled adjacent to a resource. Definitely a thing I'll want to have, but I cannot get my scout to go to this coastal edifice. I don't suppose I can do it because of my limited technology as of yet. But soon I will. What am I doing? I can automate the exploration up until I reach another camp or whatever. Oh. An independent power. Gung Nai. And it's a diplomatic independent power. But I don't think that's really what we want to go for right now. I just want to dominate. All the land around me, at least. I'm gonna get a warrior in here. We got 2 colonists. What? Hold on. Oh, so I can receive a second colonist or merchant each time you purchase a train one. I get it now. How on earth did I not remember that, I wonder? I don't think it'll matter all that much as I get my colonists to go over here and right up here. I still want to settle close to the water, so I can have my naval units, so I can work with the naval units I have.
Fair breeze.
Okay, we got a technology researched. What was it? Okay, sailing. I'm gonna go for... Let's do writing next. We can get a library early on, so we can have somewhere to display our codices. Should we get any.
Sailing quickly forth.
Ship sheds is complete. And now we can do mysticism. Utica is our second settlement. And we get to raise our population twice. I don't really remember when that was a thing. But I'm sure it's part of Carthage's unique civilization gimmicks. Okay, I think we can actually traverse coastal tiles now. We just settled this, called VII. Charming word. I'm gonna get one of these resources before all else. Paramount chiefdoms. We've seen that before. Well, I cannot create other cities other than Carthage, so I'm just gonna consolidate power in the capital. Because the capital is always in charge. Now, I'm not sure if this coast connects to the outside oceans from where we are. I'm gonna go ahead and get another warrior for right now. Well, I purchased one. Or... Actually, this one is done producing. Given that the production meter for our next warrior is empty. Almost. Oh, our scout's getting attacked. Gotta get him away from there. And Gungne is not... is seeing us as hostile now. I think I might as well get this edifice with my scout right now before all else. Choose a celebration. More protection for infantry units, please. And charismatic leader's the only other policy we can slot. I'm gonna need to start exploring the lands below where I am for other civs. And to that end, I'm gonna go ahead and get another scout down. Oh. A wreckage. Right near Carthage. Soldiers have just been here. Their campfires are still warm, and there are supplies packed in anticipation for their return. However, just now, all is still and quiet. Let's take the supplies, in case we need to purchase anything on the fly. I'm gonna have my warriors go towards Gung Nai for right now, so we can go ahead and disperse it. Okay, our scout is completed. Let's get a fishing quay down here for more food. Oh, okay, so our little coastal lake beside Carthage is not connected to the ocean then. That sucks. A salvage team has pulled a fractured religious icon from the wreckage of a sunken ship. They believe the icon's desecration cursed the voyage, but one engineer insists an unbalanced keel caused the vessel to tip. Shipwrights should heed this vessel's failings would cause me to lose 100% science for one turn. Do I want to risk that? It gives me plus 20 production to Carthage. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we're gonna miss out on science for a turn. Bent beneath a ship's hull, a shipbuilder measures the keel with deliberate care, knowing it must meet the ocean's might. Got me closer to producing the fishing quay. I'm really bummed that I can't produce a... Punic port in any of my towns, other than Carthage, since it is a city. But unique districts are unique districts. That's all I can say. Wow, took out that slinger pretty quickly. Cyclical in nature, we've seen that a couple times before, and we get 100 gold for that.
There is another word, the spoken word.
Mysticism and writing are both completed. And we got Behind the Beard. Sailors whisper as Edward Teach passes. Hark ye to yon beard. What's ye got under thar, ye wot? Daggers, a chin of gold, or another smaller beard. +1 production on fishing quay if we complete that quest, or +1 gold on fishing quay if we complete that one. Or we can take more science alternatively and not complete any quests. I think I'm gonna go for production. And to that end, we'll be training 4 naval units, which I hope shouldn't take very long. In the meantime, I'm going to work towards irrigation for another settlement limit. And we'll do discipline. Save the unique civics for later. And obviously don't want anything that works with quarters. What do I want to do? Since I've got quite a few influence to not be used towards befriending cities, states, or independent powers, I'm gonna go ahead and do Trickster God for +25% influence towards endeavors and sanctions with an altar in the capital. and it can be chosen by multiple civilizations. I really only have one choice to place the coat on, and it's down here. Let's automate exploration for that guy. Gungnei is blocked by mountains, but at least I can get this ruin before heading into the Independent Powers territory proper. They got a swordsman of their own. But we got this too. A temple complex has fallen into disrepair, despite its residents' best efforts. The foundations are too unstable, but the acolytes won't leave their shrine behind. Devise a way to move the shrine safely, or leave the acolytes to their problem. I do have quite a bit of gold to spare, thanks to my gold income per turn. Let's gain 1 population in Carthage. The acolytes find a new place for them and their shrine at the city's outskirts, ready to start again. Well worth it. Money well spent. And we can put that population right here for some additional food per turn. Oh, warriors getting close to thin eye. You know what I say? Defense. Okay, that warrior very unwisely left his spot in guarding position of Gungnai. And now we get to disperse the Independent right off the bat. That was pretty quick. And we got 30 influence from it. Though their warriors still remain. But they can be dealt with soon. We got a militaristic attribute point from it, which will go towards 15% production towards training military units. That's nice. And we got a campfire down here discovered by this scout, which we cannot get to this turn. Farm and then I got pillaged. And the warrior unit healed from it. That's not good. Pangea Ultima is the continent we discovered. But even with that, still no other civilizations around. A petty warlord has driven a community of artisans from their home. They had been building chariots. Anyone who helps reclaim their home is welcome to them. We get a chariot if we help the artisans, at the cost of 50 gold. Yeah, it would definitely help our army's case. Real well. The warlord is gone, happy with a small bribe. The artisans are only too eager to return to work. Alright, here's our chariot, and it's tier 2, given the chevrons below the icon. My warriors are taking quite a beating here. And there goes one of them. But their warrior in Thin Eye just got done in. Alright, I just gotta keep exploring to see what other civilizations I can find in this game. But not before repairing my farm. And, I'm gonna have to get some settlements adjacent to the coast, like Carthage is. I don't know if I can build a unique district in my towns, but I'm assuming that I can't, as is the case with the other civilizations for now. But if I sense that anything changes, I'll know. I might have to get a third scout to make exploring faster. I'll do it after this Kothon is finished. What discovery? Oh, wreckage. Right down there. Don't want to pass that up. Another scout got to it first, but it is from an independent power, so I don't think it'll do anything. I'm gonna skip the turn. Don't want to automate exploration just yet.
Do nothing.
That other scout is passing ours, so we can finally get to the wreckage down there. Wildfires have left a once flourishing garden in ruin. The acolytes who tended the rare plants here combed the detritus for salvage, hoping they can rebuild. Let's study what's left of the rare plants.
The essence of all beings is...
We completed irrigation from that. Now we'll need to choose a new tech and civic this turn. Our next civic, I think, is going to be Wisdom of Tanit, so we can unlock the dockyard. And once that's completed right there, we can complete the... what is it called? I think a Punic port. I'm going to do Writing Mastery for a Codex. We got an army commander down here. I don't remember how many turns it takes for an army commander to come down here. Unless I learned that it can be got down... Okay, so discipline is what gets us our army commander. Now that I know. And we finally met another leader. Ibn Battuta.
مقابل جميعا مقابلة جيدة على طريق السفر على الأقل آمل ذلك.
Okay then. Let's just do a neutral greeting. It is in my duty to plunder what resources they have and what civilian units they have, but I don't know when the opportune time would be for that yet. The limits of faith. The message of the trickster god cult spreads with the hunger of a devouring fire. But is it the cleansing flame of purification or the inferno of persecution? Division stirs about the form faith should take. What do those in the trickster god cult say about those who do not believe? Let's get some more culture going. Get our Wisdom of Tanit civic completed faster. Gonna get the ivory resource worked on. And we can automate exploration for this scout up here again. Okay, I know I'm just using scouts to explore the area beside me, but I don't really have the scout power I've been looking forward to explore the area and see if there are any other civilizations out there. That's really the best I can word it. Sorry, folks. Celebration time. I'm gonna... Let's do science this time. And get priesthood as our new social policy. And what can we produce? Let's do a library next. So that if I get any more codices, then they'll be displayed pretty nicely. Like so. Our rural population goes to the woodcutter right there. Oh, our scout's getting beaten up. Maybe I should send my warrior down there, although it may very well end up getting him done in by the 2 warriors from Caithness. But we got a camp over here. A tent camp. Several soldiers have gathered for an impromptu contest of sport. News of one contender's stunning victory is sure to ripple across the Empire. We shall throw a celebratory feast for plus 30 gold, plus 30 food to Carthage. That didn't quite get our population up, but it did fill its meter a ways. We'll do masonry next. And it looks like this is just an island that my scout is on. And we got another hostile independent power. Phaistos. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to do something about those in the coming turns. Sicilian Wars, or the other 2, Carthage, Civic Masteries. Okay, with ship sheds we can build the Bursa. Do I want to do that yet? I don't think so. Especially seeing that we got a library currently in production. I'm gonna do public life for our next civic. Oh, there goes my scout. Uh-oh. Given this, I don't know if my warrior's gonna last going into battle against either of these 2 independent powers, but I do know that I want to take this slinger out above all else, since it is close to my empire. Trade map. That's something I will accept for a plus 2 gold per turn. I'm definitely gonna need that. Okay, it's safe to automate exploration. Hopefully towards the scout getting off the island, so it can explore more. Whoa. An unmet city-state has been defeated. I think that's what that jingle was for. Okay. Chariot took out that slinger in just 1 hit. And the chariot wasn't even at full HP. Our library is complete, and we will work our way towards a dockyard for completing the Punic port. Just like that. Okay, that's pretty much all we can do this turn. And in fact, pretty much all I want to do for this part. I have many concerns about this, because I strongly doubt that with Edward Teach I can get many advantages from befriending city-states, unless I were to equip a memento for that, like what I would get from playing as Tecumseh and leveling him up. I think the best course of action if I want to expand my territory as much as I can is to take out as many of these hostile independent powers as possible. Plus, there's also the fact that I've only met one other leader this game so far. I'm definitely going to be hoping for more in the coming few parts, but above all else, I still want to get the Behind the Beard quest done. And by that end, I want to try settling a few towns along this coast up here. There's also the option of me training a galley or two in Carthage, since it is adjacent to coastal tile. But other than that, I don't really see what the purpose behind this Punic port is, other than just being there, accumulating yields. So I'm gonna think real quick about how I can improve this run, but for now, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!